Good morning, everyone. Have you ever felt butterflies in your stomach before a big presentation or had a gut-wrenching feeling during a difficult conversation? These expressions are so common in our language that we often dismiss them as mere metaphors. But what if I told you they are descriptions of a profound biological reality? The truth is, our digestive system is intricately and powerfully connected to our minds and emotions. It acts as a sensitive barometer, reacting in real time to our stress, anxiety, joy, and sadness. What we think and how we feel can either support a calm, efficient digestive process or trigger a cascade of uncomfortable symptoms. Digestion is not just a mechanical process of breaking down food, it's a dynamic and intelligent system deeply integrated with our nervous system. Over the next few minutes, we are going to embark on a journey deep into our own bodies to uncover this unseen connection. We will explore the scientific superhighway known as the gut-brain axis, understand why stress can wreak havoc on our stomachs, and most importantly, discover practical, empowering strategies to nurture our mental state for a happier, healthier gut. By the end of this presentation, you'll see that caring for your digestive health goes beyond what you eat. It begins with how you think and feel. So, how does this incredible connection actually work? The answer lies in what scientists call the gut-brain axis. Imagine a bustling two-way superhighway constantly buzzing with information. This is not a single pathway, but a complex bi-directional network that links the emotional and cognitive centers of the brain with the functions of your gut. This communication happens through several channels. First, we have the nervous system, particularly the vagus nerve, which acts as a direct physical line, sending signals in both directions. This is why emotional stress can trigger gut symptoms, and why gut problems can in turn affect your mood. Second, hormones act as chemical messengers. When you're stressed, your brain signals the release of cortisol, which directly impacts gut function. Conversely, your gut produces hormones that signal hunger and satiety to your brain. Perhaps most fascinating is the role of the gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. These microbes produce neurotransmitters, including about 95% of the body's serotonin, a key regulator of mood. This means the health and diversity of your gut bacteria can directly influence your mental well-being. This constant chatter between your two brains, the one in your head and the enteric nervous system in your gut, means that they are inseparable partners in your overall health. Understanding this two-way street is the first step to appreciating just how crucial emotional well-being is for digestive comfort. Let's delve into what happens when this system is disrupted by a common culprit, stress. When your brain perceives a threat, whether it's a looming deadline, a traffic jam, or an emotional conflict, it triggers an ancient survival mechanism called the sympathetic nervous system response, or more famously, fight or flight. This response is designed to save your life from immediate danger. Your adrenal glands pump out cortisol and adrenaline, your heart rate skyrockets, and your senses sharpen. To fuel this state of high alert, your body must make some quick decisions about resource allocation. It asks what is absolutely essential for survival right now, and the answer is fighting or running. Digestion in that moment is deemed a non-essential luxury. Consequently, the body dramatically shifts resources. Blood, rich with oxygen and energy, is diverted away from your stomach and intestines and shunted towards your large muscles in your arms and legs and to your brain for quick thinking. At the same time, the production of crucial digestive juices slows down to a trickle. Saliva, stomach acid, and pancreatic enzymes, all vital for breaking down food, are suppressed. The rhythmic muscular contractions of your intestines, known as peristalsis, can slow down or become erratic. In essence, your entire digestive system is put on lockdown. While this is an incredibly effective short-term survival strategy, our modern lives often involve chronic, low-grade stress, meaning our digestive system is being put on hold far too often. When the fight or flight response becomes a chronic state rather than a temporary alarm, the digestive consequences can become severe and manifest as tangible, uncomfortable symptoms. Let's break down the physical toll. First, with reduced enzyme secretion, food is not properly broken down. These undigested food particles can then ferment in the gut, providing a feast for gas-producing bacteria, leading to that familiar feeling of bloating, pressure, and discomfort. This also means you're not efficiently absorbing the vital nutrients from your food, even if you're eating a healthy diet. You can be well-fed but undernourished. Second, the disruption of gut motility, the movement of your intestines, is a major issue. For some, stress causes things to slow down, leading to constipation. For others, it speeds them up, resulting in urgency and diarrhea. This erratic movement is a hallmark of conditions like irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, which is now understood to be a disorder of the gut-brain axis. Furthermore, stress can increase the sensitivity of the nerves in your gut, meaning you feel pain and cramping more acutely. It can also relax the sphincter between your esophagus and stomach, allowing stomach acid to splash back up, causing the burning sensation of acid reflux. Over time, chronic stress can even compromise the integrity of your gut lining, a condition sometimes called leaky gut, which allows particles to pass into the bloodstream, triggering inflammation throughout the body.
Beyond the general state of stress, different emotions can actually trigger distinct physiological responses in our digestive system. It's a fascinating area of research that validates many of our intuitive feelings. Let's consider anxiety. That fluttering butterfly sensation is a classic example. It's caused by blood being diverted away from the stomach, and the nervous energy can often lead to increased motility, causing a nervous stomach or even diarrhea before a stressful event. It's the body preparing to be light on its feet. Anger, on the other hand, can have a different effect. Studies have shown that feelings of anger and hostility can increase stomach acid production and cause the colon to contract more intensely, which can lead to cramping and discomfort. Think of the phrase seething with anger. That internal churning can be quite literal. Sadness and grief often have a dampening effect on the body's systems, including digestion. These emotions can slow down gastric emptying, leading to a feeling of fullness, low appetite, and constipation. It's as if the entire body, including the gut, becomes sluggish and heavy. And finally, acute fear can trigger the most primitive response of all, a rapid evacuation of the bowels. This is an extreme fight or flight reaction where the body attempts to shed any physical weight to maximize its ability to flee from a perceived danger. By learning to recognize how your specific emotional patterns map onto your digestive symptoms, you can gain powerful insights into your own health and what your body is trying to communicate to you. When stress isn't a fleeting event but a constant companion, its effects go far beyond temporary symptoms. It sets off a long-term domino effect that can fundamentally alter your physiology. Let's look at the key players. First is cortisol, the primary stress hormone. While useful in short bursts, chronically elevated cortisol wreaks havoc. It can increase blood sugar, encourage the storage of visceral fat around your organs, and promote systemic inflammation, which is a root cause of many chronic diseases. It also suppresses the immune system, a large part of which resides in the gut. Second is serotonin. As we mentioned, most serotonin is produced in the gut, where it plays a critical role in regulating the muscular contractions of the intestines. Chronic stress can disrupt this delicate signaling system. This not only contributes to motility issues like those seen in IBS, but because serotonin is also a mood regulator in the brain, this gut-level disruption can feed back and worsen feelings of anxiety and depression. Third, chronic stress throws your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, completely out of whack. It can suppress appetite in some, but for many, it leads to intense cravings for high-fat, high-sugar comfort foods. These foods provide a temporary mood boost, but ultimately harm the gut microbiome and fuel a cycle of inflammation and poor health. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, the stress itself, along with the poor food choices it encourages, can decimate your beneficial gut bacteria, allowing more resilient, harmful species to take over. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, is linked to a vast area of health problems, both digestive and otherwise. After discussing the significant impact of stress, it's crucial to focus on the solution, which is thankfully built right into our biology. The antidote to the fight or flight system is its counterpart, the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for the rest and digest state. This is the condition your body is designed to be in most of the time. When you are calm, relaxed, and feel safe, your brain sends signals to actively engage this system. It's a state of healing, rebuilding, and nourishing, and you have the power to consciously activate it. When you enter this state, the physiological changes are the direct opposite of the stress response. Your heart rate slows, your breathing becomes deeper and more regular, and your body gives the all-clear signal to your digestive system. Blood flow, which was previously diverted to your limbs, now floods back to your stomach and intestines, providing the oxygen and energy they need to do their job properly. The production of saliva increases, beginning the breakdown of carbohydrates in your mouth. Your stomach produces the appropriate amount of hydrochloric acid to break down proteins and kill pathogens. The pancreas and small intestine release a full suite of enzymes to ensure that every nutrient from your food can be effectively absorbed and utilized by your body. This rest and digest state is not a passive absence of stress, it is an active restorative process. Cultivating this state, especially around meal times, is one of the most powerful things you can do for your digestive health. So, how can we actively cultivate this rest and digest state in our daily lives? The good news is that it doesn't require drastic changes, but rather a series of small, mindful shifts in our habits. First and foremost is practicing mindful eating. Before you even take a bite, take a moment. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. This simple act can shift you from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic state. Put your fork down between bites. Chew your food thoroughly. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas. This not only improves digestion but also enhances your enjoyment of food and helps you recognize your body's true hunger and fullness cues. Second, integrate stress management into your daily routine. This could be a 5-minute meditation in the morning, a short walk after lunch, or practicing deep belly breathing when you feel overwhelmed. The key is consistency. Third, foster emotional awareness. Instead of suppressing difficult emotions, acknowledge them. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or engaging in a creative hobby can be healthy outlets to process feelings so they don't get stuck in your body. Finally, never underestimate the power of sleep. During deep sleep, your body undergoes critical repair processes, including in the gut. Aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night is essential for regulating stress hormones and maintaining a healthy gut-brain axis. By weaving these practices into your life, you are not just managing symptoms, you are addressing the root cause, making your mental and emotional health a cornerstone of your digestive wellness. Thank you.